So a warm good evening to all. This is the fourth day for our workshops, and today we're going to see the basic aspect, the automatic certificate generations with Certify EM, and we have to create our YouTube channel, and we have to see that that another agenda. I already told that. Okay, these two is the major agenda, and before go to that Certify EM concept, I just give a few tips about the YouTube channel creations. So now I am going to share my entire window, then only you can easily understood, okay, how the thing is. We have to focus on that. Yeah, so it's very easy to create your channel, because once you make it as a live streaming, you have to create your YouTube channels, even in a Facebook also. Here we have to discuss about your YouTube channel first, okay, then we have to see the remaining thing. So while you go for Google search, and you can type the YouTube Studio. Here YouTube Tube Studio, you click it. If you have already a channel, it comes YouTube Studio. Yes, this is one is called YouTube Studio. So already we have the channel. Okay, now I am going to sign out it, our existing one. So once you can get the YouTube channel, you can get this kind of plain page, okay, empty page. So I am back. I am audible. Yes, thank you very much for your patience. Now I'm going to present my entire screen. Okay, I hope that you can understand. You move to your YouTube Studio. In YouTube Studio, here so many things is, you click the sign in button. It simply asks your mail ID, and whether it may be your institution mail ID or it may be your personal mail ID, it not a matter. Okay, You simply give your mail ID. That's enough. Okay. Already I have that account. That's why it automatically accept it. I'm going to switch the account. Add account. Here I'm going to use my unused Gmail ID. There you can understood how how the channel will get created. Yeah, I don't have a channel in this mail ID. So once you enter your email ID and password, automatically it will ask. Okay. See, this is the Google account. Whether you have a channel, means your channel, you just click your channel. No. Okay. So I don't have a channel. Then you go to YouTube Studio. So in YouTube Studio, you just enter your mail ID and password. It asks 24 hours to activate your channel. Okay, then only it will create your channels. Okay, now you see your channel is created, but it not get activate. So see these two button here. This for upload button, upload videos, and this is for live streaming. If you click this go live stream, it automatically asks we need 24 hours to activate your channel. No, live streaming is not available right now. See, automatically it comes for your account verifications. Step 1, you can select the country India, and you can send the text me the verification code. If you please see enter and give your mobile number, automatically it send the verification code to your mobile number. After you receive the verification code in your mobile number, you simply enter yes sir. Okay sir. Sir, yeah, you just click the you just entered in a Google search engine YouTube Studio. Yes sir. So you after enter that, yeah, wait sir. Yeah, so once you enter the YouTube Studio, it asks for sign in. That time you can enter your mail ID and password. Automatically you can get the channel dashboard. Okay, so in this it's enough sir. Yeah, your Gmail ID is enough. Your Gmail ID is enough too. Yeah, this is the channel dashboard. Yes sir. Sir, here sir, see the cursor here. You can see that in that right top, the same place our Gmail ID is also, we have a icon account. There you can sign it sir. Yes sir. Actually already we have I have a channel. Already I have a channel. That's why when I go for sign in, automatically the sign in the channel it comes. So for that time what I did means I simply click this button and it comes with that sign in with the another account. Sir, okay sir. Okay, so I think you have with your laptop sir right now. Yeah, I can understand your question. Sir, if you have your laptop or PC, you simply type the YouTube Studio. You will get that results in the Google search, and after that you click the YouTube Studio. Automatically it goes to the this icon windows with the some other YouTube channels are available. That time here it comes with your mail ID sir. In this area The YouTube, it will always open with your Gmail account. So in normal YouTube, you have your Gmail ID. Okay, but the studio, சொல்லு பாலா. லெஃப்ட் சைடு இந்த மறுபடியும் உள்ளே வரேன். Hello. So I am back again. Okay. So after you enter to that YouTube studio, already you are registered, enter in your mail ID means it always sign in, sir. Already it sign in. Okay, so you need not to sign in, but while you are to activate your channel, see this, sir, switch account, okay, sign out. Now all the option it comes. Okay, if you switch account, no, you want to create your channel in separate account, no, as it is, you don't want your normal Gmail account for your YouTube channel, you have to create the new Gmail ID. Then you have to go for add account button. So while you are yes, sir. Okay. Yeah, it's coming. Yeah, see, so after you have to choose that switch account, automatically it asks which account you want to register your channel, and then you can choose your Gmail account and give your password. Automatically you receive that channel dashboard. In channel dashboard, so many column is there. Okay, in the top you can see that upload button. Yeah, I will show once again. Yeah, see, already P Kannan, so that mail ID is registered, but I don't want to use this mail ID as my channel. I have to use another mail ID, means I am going to click the switch account. So whenever we have to install YouTube application in your mobile phone, it will activate or it will function through your registered registered Gmail ID in your mobile phone. So for that purpose, you want to change your another mail ID, you have to click this add account button. It will ask which mail ID you want to register. No, so many mail ID I already listed. Okay, so the previous just now I activate this mail ID. So once you enter this mail ID, because it already enrolled, but if you enter the new mail ID, it will ask the password. So you can enter your Gmail password, it's enough. Automatically you will get that dashboards. This channel dashboards is already entered. So while you have to activate your live streaming, you click go live, you just click the button, you receive that live streaming is not available right now. So that time if you enter it, automatically it go for activate the channel account. So that time you can give your country code and give your mobile number. Automatically you receive the pin. After you enter the pin, this message will appear. It takes 24 hours to activate your account for live streaming. Once activated, you can go live instantly. Okay, so that's all. It's enough. And tomorrow we will see how the channel is activated and how we can go for the streaming. Clear? And before that, you have to download and install the one important software name, this one, OPS. Okay, I will type in the chat box also. Okay, so the software name is OPS, Open Forecasting Software. If you enter, OPS, okay, if you enter, yes, sir, you can go with your existing Gmail account, it's enough. You can go with your existing Gmail account, is enough, sir, no issue. Okay, if some of the people they want to maintain the privacy or exclusive Gmail account for their channel, means they go for activating another channel. Otherwise, they simply activate their channel with their existing mail ID, that's enough. And you have to also install the software OPS, that is Open Broadcasting Software. So you can get it as a freeware. You can download it from the Google, and before downloading, please be check very carefully, okay, so whether you have your system capable of 32-bit or 64-bit, okay. So that should be a that should be a different versions of software is there, 32-bit and then 64-bit. You can download as per your system requirement, then you can install it, okay. So why I am saying right now, if you go for live streaming tomorrow, you want to make a demo, you have installed software in your system, means it's well and good, okay. So number one, you have to create your channel, it will activate after 24 hours, and number two, you have to install the OPS software, that will help for your live streaming purpose, okay. This part we will finish it, then we go for our Certify EM task, okay. So okay, now the screen is visible, Balamuran sir? Yeah, good. So this is that feedback form I created today morning for our tomorrow functions, okay, tomorrow programs. At the same time, okay, I am also design one certificate, okay. I will show the certificate design. Wait, it takes some time. Actually, yesterday we already designed one certificate, so that part is you make it as a separate one, okay. Now I am going to give some tips to how we can generate the automatic certificate with the help of the Certify EM, okay. Yesterday we tried, due to that you are in offline. Oh, how I am in offline. Okay, so straight away we go for our feedback form, okay. It asks request to access. Just a moment, I just get that things. So due to that, live and all those things, because this feedback form in some other mail ID, okay, that Google meeting in some other mail ID, that's why it asks permission to access. I will come with that from the beginning itself. Due to that network and all those things, we will close the live streaming, because when you use live streamings, it takes too much of data. I just give that example about that. I am there, Bala sir, Balamuran sir, I am there. Yes. Okay. So today morning I am uploading our 2-day programs. Total 3 videos I uploaded to the channel. totally 5 GB data is washed out. The entire 5 GB data is taken from the three three videos. Total size of the video is 5. Automatically the entire 5 GB data is gone out. That's what that you will see the the network issues and problems. Okay, we go with that another mail ID. There we can get that feedback form and certify EM. Okay, so once we get that certificate EM and feedback form on all those things, now we will go and discuss our third agenda of today's session is different platform for conducting the webinar. Okay, so while you are organizing the webinar with the help of Google Meet, okay, it allow. I am not audible. Hello. May I audible now? I get audible. Yeah, sure. Taking more too much of data. Okay. Yes. So now I mute the video. Okay. Yeah. So before getting the the detailed feedback and certify EM and all those things, and we have to discuss about the different platform for conducting the webinar. Right now we are in one platform that is called Google Meet. In Google Meet we have two different types of account. One is personal Gmail account and another one is G Suite Gmail account. Okay, so what is the difference between the personal account and then G Suite account is, if it is a personal account, we only permit 100 participants, and another we wouldn't record our video. Okay, now you can understand. Clear? So it may be with our personal Gmail account, we permit only 100 participants. At the same time, we don't have a provisions for recording our the entire sessions. But in the G Suite account, we can allow 250 participants, and we also record the the entire sessions, and there is no time bound. Okay, so there is no time bound. We can record till 3 hours or 4 hours, depends upon your network and depends upon your system capacity. Okay, so that's the one platform, and most of the education institutions or organizations, they prefer the Google Meet. And another platform also you already aware of that is called as Zoom. Okay, so when the lockdown start, that time most of the school colleges, they prefer Zoom, and after we receive that messages regarding that Zoom is not safer medium, and most of the people people point out that Zoom is the Chinese software product. They record what we have discussed and all those things. That part we have to see it. So that's why most of the institutions are moved to Google Meet. Even in that Zoom also we have different platform. Different plan is there. If it is the free, it permit only 40 minutes video recording with 100 participants. Okay, only 40 minutes meeting durations. Okay, if you go for some basic plan 1, 2 or paid plan, it permit to 300. It for the another plan, it asks for 1,000 participants. Okay, like that, so many plans are there in Zoom. Okay, and even in the Zoom also we can share screen, and we can record our meeting, and we also make it as a live streaming. Everything is possible. Okay, even in a Google or even in a Zoom, even a Google meeting, both the things are possible. But the free versions, we have to use very less accessibility. Not only in Google Meet and Zoom, in all. Okay, but another platform is there that is called as Webinar Jam. Okay, it permit 1,000 participants in a free package. Okay, but the condition is only one the presenter and the host, only the two person to be interact, and all other participants only interact within the chat box. Okay, so now I just open that certificate and open that the feedback form also. Now I am going to share my screen. Okay, yeah. So after we will discuss another few platform. Yes, my screen is shared. That's in process. Yeah. Okay. So this is the certificate designed for tomorrow program. I am audible? Balamurun sir? Yeah. So this is the certificate I designed for our tomorrow program. Okay. Still I have to bending on that. Some the resource person name I am going to add. Okay. After that I finish the work. So here also I download the background from Google search. Okay. And how to design what we have discussed in the day 1 and day 2. Like that only I have to prepare it. Okay. So here I have to use some tags. So within that bracket I have to use some tags. Okay. So this is the tags, merge tags for Certify-EM. I will tell the thing is. Okay, good. So this is the feedback form. Okay, how we have to decide the feedback form our yesterday or day before yesterday program. Like that also design the feedback form in 2 sections. Okay, good. And yesterday we discussed about the how to install the Certify-EM. And after install the Certify-EM, you get this icon near your theme. Okay, you click the Certify-EM. It comes with the show Certify-EM controls. There you can see that, yeah, you can get this column get open. It will come. Yes, it's working. So see now, so this is the component or element to be available in the Certify-EM. The first one is status, whether you have to turn on it or turn off, and the records, certificate records, and passing percentage. If you organize the quiz, you have to give the passing percentage. Once the participants reach 50% mark or 40% mark, then only the certificate will be mailed to the participants. And here you have to select the template. Okay, and then quota, what are the pending email remaining quota you have. Okay, I have to make 2 samples. That's why it shows that 1498 emails is remaining is available, and some of the more option functions is there. Okay, and before go to that, we go for certificate designing. Okay, here you want to add what are the details to be filled by the Certify-EM. You should be very clear on that. So in this Certify-EM, it only permit this merge tags. I hope that now it's visible. Yes, I think you can get it these tags in a Google search or even in the Certify-EM column itself. Yeah, now it's visible. Yeah, okay. So the merge tags, they are given full name, title, and other identifier, and other identifier 2, and other identifiers, date, date 2, present, passing present, and certificate ID. Okay, if you are conducting quiz, this 4 is needed: your passing percentage and your present and the date 2 and date. Okay, because based on the quiz, it may be the parties may be appear in different date. That time you can use the date column or date 2. Okay, and the same time how much percentage of marks is scored. That time you can use this percent. And passing percentage, it is required to pass the exams. If it is 80% means you have to mention that. Okay, so the eligible candidate to get the 80%, then only is got eligible to pass the percentage. So that time you have to use. And another important thing is certificate ID. You can use these merge tags, automatically the certificate ID will generate it. Okay, so in our designed so in our designed certificate, we are using only 3 elements. One is name of the participant, and another one is institution name. So in the institution name, we didn't type any word about the institutions. We only mentioned the other identifier. Okay, so now we go for the feedback form. So whenever you type anything in your feedback form, the first thing is considered as a full name. Okay, and second one is considered as a other identifier, and the third one is considered as other identifier 2. Okay, and your fourth one is considered as other identifiers. Okay, so now you got clear. The first one is full name, and second one is other identifier, and third question is considered as other identifier 2, and your fourth question is considered as other identifiers. Okay, but if you are develop or design the certificate for webinar, I hope that these 3 it's enough. Okay, and don't make it as too much of complicated. So I received one doubt from one of the friend. He make it as that full name, other identifier 2, other identifier S. So it means that full name and their degree and their designation. Okay, and their department name and their institution name. So for that purpose, you can type it. So you can type it. Otherwise, you don't bother about it. Okay. So my humble tips to you, you can use only these 3 elements without you never face any kind of issues. So full name, other identifier, and then certificate ID. So most of the time you can use the certificate ID in the corner or end or bottom of the certificate. Okay, at the same time within the column you can select which font you want it. Okay, which color of the font you want it. So that's also you can design it in this certified EM itself. Okay, so you have to differentiate it. The name and then institution name should be different. So most probably you can use some bright color that only the people easily understand. Okay, and you have to use some different colors, then the people can easily understand. Okay, this is from our institution name, like that they can easily understand. So the color combination is your creativity, and you can decide as you wish. Okay, so now we are going to use only 3 merging tags for the certify EM. Then we go for our feedback form. You have to turn on your certify EM first, and after that, if it is the participated event, you make it as the passing percentage as a 0%. If it is a quiz, you can determine whether it may be the 40% or 50%. As per your institution wishes or the organizer wishes, you can decide it. So for the participation certificate, we simply make it as the 0%. Then you can select the template. Okay, even the certified EM, it have some template like a black frame, brown frame, golden, horizontal lines, like that. But we already have a designed certificate, mean you go and click the user custom template. So now you can see the bottom, use a custom template. You click it, automatically you can get these things. And here you have to select a new file. Already I have to select it. Okay, anyhow you can select the new file. Yes, you can select again. The Google slide, it always shows the image and all those things. Then you can click the select button and you have to save changes. So now the certificate is automatically accepted. The template of the certificate is automatically accepted. And now we go for click the advanced. Okay, you click the advanced. Yeah, now you can see that advanced options. Here you have to type some of the messages. Once they submit the feedback forms, what is the message they will receive? This is the template message, it drafted by the Google itself, and if you want to change it, you can type as you wish. So here the mandatory message is thank you for your feedback submissions and you will receive a printable certificate shortly. But this I edited it. Previously, if you pass the exam, you will get the printable certificate, like that they mention it. But in the participated event, I have to correct it. Okay, and here they are asked allow CC via other identifier field. So here what is the other identifier field? We mention it, the institution name. So you want to give the institution name for that CC, you can click, otherwise you don't want. And now we go for the email options, and here you can type name of the center. I am going to type my name, Dr. Kannan Palraj, Professor, NIMS, Kanpur. And what is the subject? So congratulations. If with the quiz program, you can type congratulations. Otherwise, you simply type certificate of participations regarding, like that. No, that's the subject. Okay, you can type it. Or and then you want to make any content. No, what I did in my previous programs. So we have a series of programs. We plan it for 10th, 17th, 18th. So what I did is I have to create the invitation content in the body of the message. So I have to type thank you very much for your participation in this personality development program on. So in upcoming days we have another program, the program title, the resource persons, and the registration link and Telegram group links, and everything I enter in this email body. So automatically the certificate also dispatched to the participants, and the next event invitation it's also dispatched to the participants. Okay, so that is the things I have to doing it. Here you can type thank you very much for your participations, like that. As per your wish, you can enter it. Okay, and you have to mention any PCC, you can mention it, otherwise no need to, it's a repetition one. And another thing, which option you have to send, whether you have to send the PDF file or image file. So compare with the image, the PDF file size is less. That's why in most of the institution we receive the PDF file as a certificate. Okay, so you click the PDF file and share via email. Okay, you can send the things via email or Google Drive. So you have a less space, only 100 mail only you have. Okay, that time you can go for the Google Drive. But the one thing is, if it is stored in Google Drive, once the participant enter the feedback link, immediately they won't get the certificate. If you click in the email, automatically once they submit it, within a fraction of second they get the participation certificate. Okay, so you can decide it. So what is your quota, whether you have 100 or 1500, depends on that. You can decide it whether you can store it in the Google Drive, or you can store it, send it via email. Then you click the save changes button. So now the Certify EM is accept our designed certificate templates, and it also activated. Now we have to check it out, how the output of the certificate. Okay, you can click send me sample. Now you can see that in the template, below the template you can see that clear email me sample. If you click preview all, it shows what are the design of the certificate. Template certificate is available. So what are the certificate is listed. So that template will be preview comes, and if you click the email me sample means, so automatically the email is sent to your respective Drive email ID. Okay, then you can open and see how the output of the certificate, okay, is already emailed. Now we go and check it out in the email ID. Yes, see, so the certificate of participation is there. So Dr. Kannan Palraj, Professor NIMS Coimbatore, thank you very much for your participation. The email is sent automatically. Okay, write that. Now you click it, you can see the invitations. So here they use the template. Always it's use the Lisa Simpson and Springerfield Elementary. That is a secondary field. Okay, so the participant name it's appear like this. The institution name it's also appear like this. Which font you have to select it like that. See the certificate ID. So only we have to merge the three elements. Okay. In the first day sessions, I received the questions from one of the participants whether we can use more than two other identifier in Certify EM. Okay, we can use a maximum of three other identifier only in the Certify EM. Only three other identifiers. Okay, if you want to add more, that time you go for the Microsoft Word, MS Word way of designing the certificate. There you can add n number of field because it always a mail merge. So what are the column you decide in the Excel sheet, that field you can make it into your Word. Okay, so when I learn it from that Word to Word certificate designing, the people add 11 elements. So name of the student, father of the students, address of the student, okay, and the grade of the student, clear, and exam date, semester, batch, clear, and then certificate ID, okay, and the name of the exams. So like that they have to add so many field. Okay, that time you can use that software. Okay, so up to this the certified EM is over. It's very simple, but once you practicing it, then you can get the more and more experience on that. Any other doubt so far, friends? Yes sir. Yes sir. Yes sir. Yes sir. Yes sir. Hello. Yes sir, sir. Yeah. I will. Wait a minute. Just a moment, sir. Yeah. Yes sir. Viracham. Hello. I am there. Sir, can you repeat your question 1 second, sir? Yeah, in your personal Gmail, sir. Sir, instead of sending email, you can click the drive, sir. Instead of in advanced settings, there are two options are there, sir. Yeah. I will share the window. Wait. I will share the window. Yeah. Wait a minute. I will show it. I will share the entire screen. Yeah. So instead of sending immediate, yes. Now it presenting, sir. Yeah. Now only the screen is presenting. Yeah. So you go to that advanced settings, sir. Certify EM. You click the advanced. In the end, in the last task, share via email or Google Drive. Here, sir. Viracham, sir. Okay, sir. So in Google, you click the Google Drive, sir. it means automatically it may be more than 100 participants. The certificate is generated and stored in your Google Drive. Okay, so after the session is over and all the respondents has submit that feedback, okay, you can click your you can click your mail icon here. Sorry, not here. You go with your Gmail ID. You can click this 9 dot button. Here the 9 dot button is there, sir. Yeah, you click it. You click the 9 dot button. Here you see the drive. Yeah, if you click the drive, Google Drive, there all the participant certificate is available. That will be stored in a separate file. Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Hello. Yes, sir. I am. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that the complaint arise. Number one, they mistype their email ID. Yeah, I will show. Yeah, good. So once I am also faced that kind of responses like that. I already submit the feedback form, but I couldn't get my certificate. Okay, I submit 2 days back like that. They told that. So that time you can click the certified EM. Okay, and go to click the recent certificates. If you click the recent certificate, you can see how many certificate is already mailed, how many certificate is already dispatched to the participant. You can see that. Okay, but here we didn't make it as the any other thing. Wait a minute, I will show my another feedback form link. Okay, that time you can see that how many certificates is so far sent. Clear? Okay, I will show that. Yeah, I will show this one. So once you receive their if they call, you ask them to send their mail ID, sir, and name. So there you can search it in your feedback form response field. You simply search it, sir. You said just click the response and you simply search it. You can get their mail ID here. Okay, sir. So then you can check it out whether they are really submit the feedback link or not. Okay, or otherwise you can enter their name or mail ID in your Gmail account. Then you can identify whether the mail is dispatched or not. You can type it here, sir. You can click the inbox. You can click the common things. You can type their name or their mail ID in the search mail column. Automatically it will give the results. Okay, under that name how many certificate is dispatched. If the people type wrongly in their mail ID, automatically you will receive the failure message, delivery failure message. There you can identify it. Okay, so repeatedly the most of the people commit the mistakes. Yes, they mistype their mail ID. Okay, I will show some of the failure notice. Yeah, see the mail delivery failure. Here, see this is not the mail ID. It's a failure notice. See what is the mistake that participant is committed. Instead of gmail.com, instead of they mentioned that gmail.com L. What happened? It never accept the mail ID. Automatically it comes in the failure notice. So that time you go with your feedback form. Again you have to make it as the control F. You can find that particular mail ID. You can resend it. Yes, sir. Virachami sir, now you got clear, sir? Yeah, wait. You click the certify EM. It shows, you can click the recent certificate, sir. Yeah. No need to, sir. Wait, sir. I will show. The results will come. Yes, it say yes. It means the certificate is already sent. If it is comes no, it not sent. That time wherever you see the no, then you can click the reprocess. Okay, that time you can check it here, sir. You can check it from the recent certificate whether the certificate is sent or not. See, sir. Now it visible, sir. Virachami sir, now the box is visible. My screen is visible. Hello, Balamurun sir. Okay. So here you can see that yes. If yes means already the mail is sent. Okay. If you receive no, you can click this one, reprocess. If you click this reprocess, automatically the certify EM is reprocess it and send the mail. But if it is reach more than 100, it won't reprocess. It gives that your quota is filled. Clear? So that time you can wait for one more day, and next day only you can send the certificate. Okay. So better you can use your G-Suite account. You can send 1500 participation certificate per day. If you are using your own personal Gmail, it come end with at gmail.com, you can send only 100 certificate. That time you request your participant, you will get the certificate within 2 days. That time you can reprocess remaining 100 certificate for the day, and then another 100 certificate for the another day. That is the only one possibilities. Otherwise during the registrations you can create the Telegram groups. Okay, and after that certificate presentations, you can go for that instead of sending email, you click it into store in the drive. Okay, in advanced settings we process store in a drive. You can share that drive link to all the participant on the day itself. Okay, then the participant to access your Google Drive, there they can find their certificate, the certificate file name with their name itself. That time they can download their certificate, whether it may be more than 100 or 200 or whatever it is. You can share your Google Drive link to your event group, WhatsApp group, or your Telegram groups, as you like it. Okay, so it's entirely depends upon your preferences. Okay, any doubt about this certify EM? Yes, any doubt, sir? Virachami sir, it got clear, sir? Okay, sir. Sir, better you can use that store in a drive, sir. Then you can then you can share it to that group, sir. I think you never create the group. That's why you face the problem, sir. Okay. Better you can decide it 100 for day 1, another 100 for day 2, like that for email. If it is the drive, you can store it and give the link to the participants, and then they will access your drive and download their certificate. Okay. So any doubt? Yes. Okay. So now we go for the platform. What are the platforms so far? So I am going to recommend only 5 platforms. One is Google Meet, another one is Zoom, and another one is free conference call, and another one is Go Meeting, and then Webinar Jam. So even in a Go Meeting, also in a free package 250 participants, but in a free conference calls it's also the 250 participants. If you go for a more number, okay, you can go for the Webinar Jam. Here The participant only interact with the chat box. They never interact like that, no, open their mic and switch on their camera. It's not possible in the webinar jam, but it's possible when they go for the higher end. Even the plan 2, 3, 4, it permit 4 resource person, 2 host, like that. Okay, but the Google Meet is most recommended thing. And now I am going to give a small way. Already most of the people is aware of that, how we can create the meeting link. I think the Viracham sir is asked me. Viracham sir, yeah sir, once you can sign in your Gmail ID, go to your mail, you can see this app, sir, this 9 dot Google Apps. There you can click it, automatically you can see the meet. So now it's clear, sir, you can see it, sir, this icon, meet icon. Yeah, you click this meet icon, automatically the Google Meet link is open. Okay, you can see this one. Okay, so if it is G Suite account, you can see like that. If it is a non G Suite account, it comes in the different format. Even I will show that one also. Okay, so after you can get this screen, you click this bed button. Join or start the meeting. If you want to join, already the code is given, you can go and join it, sir. If you want to create the new meeting, you simply click the continue button. Yeah, wait, sir. Yes, sir, in the link there are three words, 3 letter hyphen 4 letter hyphen 3 letter, it comes. You can see that, sir. That is the code. You need not to give that entire link. You simply type that 3 word hyphen 4 word hyphen 3 word. That's enough. Yeah. Now you can see, sir. You can see. Yeah. Here you can click the join button. Here you can see the code. The code is there, sir. You simply copied and sent to your participant. This is one method, and I will give another method. It's from your mail ID. You can click the Google app, go to calendar. Is there, sir? You click the calendar. The calendar menu is open. There you can create the event. Okay, you can create the event in 1 day before, or 4 day, or 1 week, 1 month, whatever it is. You can click the plus button. It has the title. Okay, you can title like that, PDP, Personality Development Program on. So MM, okay, MMW is the short form. Okay, or you want to share this link to the resource person, so you have to kindly type the entire name, full name of your programs. Okay, and then you can select the date. You click that things, it comes. It may be tomorrow. Then you can collect that do timing, when, tomorrow morning. Okay, it may be 10 o'clock. You can make it into 9:45 like that. When it is finished, you can put extra 30 minutes or 1 hour, because we don't know that whether it may be the 1.5 hour sections or 2 hour sessions. So you can make it into 1:45. And another important thing is add Google Meet video conferencing. You click this add Google Meet video conferencing, automatically you get the code. See, the code is there, sir. That is the link. Clear? You can automatically copy the link. You can also edit the link as you wish. Okay, and you can click the more option button. You get that another one windows will open. So why we go for the more option button is whether you have to change any other thing, or the meeting is only 1 day or repeated, you can click all day like that. No. So for our 5 days program, if I press the all day, means the same link we can use for all 5 days. Clear? But we have to create every day. And another important features for calendar is add guest. Here you click, you can type the resource person mail ID. automatically the Google link and the invitation mail sent to the resource persons. Or you want to add any or more participants, or your management, your principal, your director, your correspondent, you can type their mail ID. Okay, automatically it sent to the mail. At the same time it give reminder, notification reminder. You can set it whether the reminder to be 30 minutes before or 10 minutes before. So which one you want to, you can create it. And finally don't forget to click the save button. Okay, so now automatically the meeting link is created. At the same time it's also sent to mail to the concerned resource person, and you can copy the link and you can make a draft and send to all your participants. Okay, this is the way we can create the meeting code. Okay, for Zoom and all, you already aware of that. I need not to disclose that. Whether you want to tell about the Zoom? Yes. So any doubt about, sir? Yes sir, we can make it as a live streaming in Facebook also. In every Facebook account we have a Facebook live column. You click the live column, there you can get the streaming ID. I will tell about tomorrow. I will tell all those things about tomorrow. Okay, so that time we will discuss about all those things. Sir, if you next 10 minutes on Google Meet, I know it, can I leave? Okay, no issue. Yeah, we will finish within 10 minutes. I think now we are in the end part. For organizing the webinar, this is the platform. Google Meet is me more recommended one. Okay, so it's the easiest way also. So once you organize, you can do it with that Google Meet, and so many add-on services also there. You can implement it. Yes. Any other doubt? Thank you, Julie or Ruth. So any other doubt you have, please text me or unmute your mic and ask me. Yes, Virachami sir, it clear, sir? Yes. So today, good, thank you. So today we seen the Certify EM and then Google platform, and then create the channels. Okay, so tomorrow our channel will activate within 24 hours. Then we can go for the live streaming with Facebook and then YouTube. Facebook already you all have account, that's why I did not to tell about how to open and all those things. And YouTube you don't have a channel, that's why when you have to create your channel at 6 o'clock today or now or 7 o'clock, it will activate in the tomorrow 7 o'clock. After the section you make a trial. Clear? So and at the same time you also install the OPS software. So I will type the name OPS software, OPS. So you can download it. While you enter the OPS software, it asks whether you have system is Windows or iOS or Ubuntu. So based on the instruction you install it, and automatically we can see that. So this is that Ubuntu software. Now I am recording our sessions with the help of the with the help of the OPS. So previously that personal mail ID, there is no chances for recording. So that's why I am recording this with the help of the OPS. Okay. Yes sir. So welcome sir. So if you have any doubt, kindly call me. So this is my mobile number. Okay, you can call at any time for your doubt and queries and all those things. This is the method. I know it. No, so many methods are there for generating certificate. That part also you will learn. Okay, I am also very much eager to learn it. Okay, due to this lockdown only I learn it this much level. In continuing days, definitely I will learn lot of things. That time you have any queries, I will also help you with that new methods what I learned it so far. Okay, thank you very much for your support and patience. And tomorrow we go for YouTube live streaming and how to work out with OPS and all those things we will see. Okay, so any doubt, if you have any doubt you can ask. So thank you very much for your patience and support for the programs. Thanks a lot. We will meet tomorrow.